to my channel Creative Panderings. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 design trends that could shape the digital landscape in 2019. Now, trends are usually movements in design that have gained mass enough usage that they are now being recognized as a trend. And most of these trends are being used over centuries and are being reinvented or revisited. I usually recommend designers to use these trends as referential points or as starting points to be able to think in a conventional way. Designers can always choose to ignore these trends, but it's always helpful to know what's trending. It's always helpful to be aware. As brands and businesses also, it's important that we know what is trending so that we can advocate them to the to the design agencies or to the design teams to help them improve your brand's personality and as well as your digital personality. On one hand, social media platforms are grappling over thorny issues, and on the other hand, they are trying to evolve rapidly to boost engagement. As brands and businesses are continuously on the lookout for creative approaches to be able to reach out to newer audiences as well as to boost their current engagement. Right, so with that, let's jump into the first design trend, bold and vivid colors. In 2018, designers have been using a lot of vibrant, bold colors, and this trend is here to stay even in 2019. Bold, courageous colors, vivid color combinations, dreamy gradients, and transitions help tap into the designers. They bring in this very out of the world feeling and a very futuristic feeling, tapping into the designers' imaginations as well as giving them room for improvisation. Pantone has already revealed their color trend for 2019. So this year, make sure that your brand or your startup is using bold colors in your design strategy. Moving on to trend number 2, which is 3D custom 3D illustrations and animations. According to recent statistics, custom illustrations can convert 7 times more than any stock photography. These small interactions, micro interactions and custom illustrations are definitely a great way to make your brand stand out. They look spectacular and are a perfect way to promote your products and services. Design and graphics are also increasingly moving, and designers cannot ignore this trend anymore and have to or at least evolve and learn the skill added to their skill set. Moving on to trend number 3, bold typography, bold impact. Typography, as an inseparable part of graphic design, has its own design trends. Be it flat or 3D, metallic or liquefied, inked or messy, one thing is for sure, in 2019, typography is going to be bold and maxi. Combination of different fonts and density values combined with minimalism can create a great level of energy and can be impactful in surprising ways. So be it your YouTube videos or Instagram stories on your newsfeed, bold typography can definitely amount to bolder impact. So now trend number 4, two-tones and gradients. Two-tones and gradients continue to dominate the digital design landscape in 2019. The staying power of this trend is in its usefulness and versatility. Brands like Instagram and Apple have also adopted this in their design strategy. They can add subtle depth to flat illustrations, introduce colorful elements, and also add a uniform look to your photos. So friends, moving on to the next trend, which is number 5, brutalist design. Brutalism has its roots in socialist architecture, and its digital renditions are just as interesting. This trend includes jarring colors, chaotic layouts, vast negative spaces, a lot of pixelation, glitches, and memes as its aesthetic values. This trend is basically a surreal collage of the digital landscape. So moving on to the next trend which you can try out in your design strategy is number 6, broken grids. This trend is extensively used in Instagram stories. From broken grids to overlapping photos, vector elements to intersecting elements, this trend can be very playful yet very distinct as well. This trend introduces a great level of depth to the elements that are being used, and it also at the same time gives an opportunity, also opens up room and opportunity for plenty of clean lines as well as negative space. So maybe this is a good option that you can try whenever you're trying out your Instagram strategy, and when you're posting on your Instagram. It's always nice to see a news feed, which is an Instagram feed which is very nicely laid out, and it has a proper grid layout to it. So moving on to the next trend, which is trend number 7, modern collage. Now this trend is kind of similar. This trend is kind of similar to the photo masking trend, which was very popular in 2018. But what's different about this? It's more collage-like. It's very abstract and radical, as well as very eye-catching. And also, what's interesting is that it allows you to blend and combine different mediums like photos, doodles, strokes, vector elements, and illustrations to create, to create very interesting digital clippings, to create very interesting montages of digital clippings. And what makes this very interesting is in the way we define collage here is it's basically inspiration from the scrapbook. What the scrapbooks usually the designers carry, and every designer I'm sure has like a scrapbook that they maintain to put down their ideas, to put down their random thoughts. So this trend is basically an inspiration from how the scrapbooks are designed, or how thoughts are put across, as well as it also lets you experiment with the surreal design as well. Trend number 8, natural looking photography. The era of stock footages, stock photos, overly edited photos is gone. These stock photos tend to look very staged and overly edited. Consumers are now becoming smart, and they understand that these are stock photos, and they prefer photos which are more natural, which are more authentic, and not very vague. Therefore, brands and businesses also are now shifting to stock photos which are more natural looking and shot in natural environment. They're shifting their focus to live photos, and quick feeds, quick video feeds, quick live shots in the natural environment. So brands can now experience and express a level of a personal style, uh, and it also creates a sense of authenticity and a sense of personality. It also brings a sense of personality to the brand. So maybe you should consider, if you have a startup or a business or a brand, maybe considering taking live shots. If you have an event happening, just taking a live shot and quickly, like feeding that into your social media could be a great start. Now moving on to the next trend, which is I wouldn't say particularly a trend, but something which becomes mandatory for you if you are a brand which caters to very regional audiences. So this is trend number 9, which is localize your design. So according to a study, India added about 10 million new users on the internet every month in 2018. And interestingly, 9 out of these 10 users were regional audiences, or audiences that prefer to watch content or watch videos in their regional language. 2018 also saw the rise of many social media platforms which created content specifically for regional audiences, like the Share app, TikTok app, then there's the Like app. As an entrepreneur and a brand, it is if you're looking to tap into the wider audience, which is the regional audience, do not hesitate to tweak your designs to suit their cultural norms, or to suit their taste, to suit what they prefer and how they like to consume content. So, for example, say if you were a brand out working, if you were a brand in Orissa, and you were reaching out to a regional audience, maybe which is like a tier 3 audience, it would be a good idea for you to tweak your designs and say your custom, or to make custom illustrations which are more relatable to the audience, to that particular audience. Not just in terms of illustrations, but also say colors, the kind of colors they prefer, the kind of styles they prefer, the cultural norms that they follow, the kind of clothing that they wear. Um, all of this becomes very important when they are trying to consume content in their regional language, because then it becomes more relatable. Moving on to the last trend, which is the trend number 10, which is the next big thing in the digital landscape, and that is video. If you have been very lazy or have ignored video completely in 2018, then you cannot do that anymore. You can't afford to do that anymore in 2019. Video is going to be the next big thing, and it's going to be a lot more storytelling, a lot more engaging and interactive in 2019. According to a study, 55% of the pages which are ranked the highest on Google search have a video embedded in them. So if you're looking to do either branding or performance, eye-catchy videos are something that you will have to start adapting your brand to. If you're looking for performance, then there is YouTube has a lot of formats like the YouTube, the True View for Action. Then there are shopping ads, and there's also bumper ads which you can explore for performance marketing for your brand. And there are a lot of formats that you can explore for video based on the idea, the concept, the story, and the budget that you have. It could either be quick slideshow videos, image-based slideshow videos. It could be quick live shots of an event. It could also be vector animations or 3D animations. It could also be whiteboard animations. You also have the option of doing quick production shoots based on the budgets if you have. Uh, there are a lot of other formats that you can explore for video. So video is not as complicated as it sounds, as it may sound. And it's now only become even more important for designers to beef up their skills, even motion graphic artists and animators to start beefing up their skills on video to be able to ideate concepts that are more engaging, and to also be able to design videos in a way that can get the audience glued to the brand or to the content that they are consuming. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed our session, our video on the top 10 design trends for digital marketing in 2019. If yes, do subscribe to our account, to our channel for more such updates. And if you also need any help with your brand strategy, do reach out to us, and we can see how we can help you take your brand to the next level. With that, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.